What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another gold making video. This one is special because while this is another 100 runs video, we actually did this in a coordination with another gold maker. She streams, she's on YouTube. I will put her link up above. But yeah, so we did this one with Octoberly. So we both ran Hellfire Ramparts 100 times, and then we both made separate videos to compare the loot that we received. I don't think that running 100 runs of it, like it gives you a great sample of the dungeon, but you're never going to really see like 100% of what the dungeon drops, right? Like that's RNG just, it's not going to happen most times. But we figured with our powers combined, we would be able to see a great sampling of ramparts. And I haven't been back in the dungeon in a while, so this was a great refresher. I needed a lot of the transmog up on the auction house, and I am so excited to post it because we got a lot of really great stuff. I feel like I go into Ramparts and then I forget about it, and then I'm like, oh wait, Ramparts is really, really good. So we did not get some of the same stuff that Octoberly got, which is fantastic, but also I'm very jealous of a couple of items. But you'll have to watch her video to see what she got. But let's go over the loot that we received. So we'll go over patterns first, just because I'm really excited about these patterns. So we got your generic like green and blue items here. We got some designs, which I'm less excited about. I feel like those always have a bit of a lower sell rate. I say that, and this one's like, no, actually, I have a pretty decent sell rate. This one here is a little bit higher on my server, so I'm thinking it's going to sell a little bit slower, but it's 0.012 sell rate, 2.4K region market value for this jewel crafting design. We have the schematic purple smoke flare, 4.8K, pretty decent. Then we get to the enchanting ones here. There are two separate ones. We have the enchant chest greater stats. Region market value is what is that, 11K, 0.009. So we're going down in our sell rate here. And then this one here, the enchant shield parry, it is 8.1K. So overall, not too bad. We got the cloak of eternity pattern, 7.8K. I'm liking that sell rate there, 0.017. Next up, we have one that I was not expecting to drop at all, the pattern mana weave cloak. Tailoring recipe. It is a little bit of a slower seller there at 0.005, but the region market is 93K, and I don't think I've ever seen this one drop before, so I'm very delighted by it. That's going to be a great one to add to our auction house listing. We have another design here, Purified Night Eye, or Night's Eye, I should say, 3.5K, 0.004. I think this is when I was talking about this one over here, the Flashing Living Ruby. I think this was the sell rate that I was thinking of. I consistently struggle selling jewel crafting patterns. And then we have the design Solid Star Alloon. So overall, pretty good. I'm very excited with all of our patterns we have here. Next up, we have Bone Chewer. So all of the Bone Chewer set is fantastic. I'm delighted that we got so many of them. They're not super high sellers, and some of them do share appearances, but they have pretty consistently high sell rates here. So we have quite a bit that we can post to the auction house. It looks like the Bone Chewer breastplate or chest piece is unique here. Region market value is 15K, 0.012. I think a lot of these other ones are 0.018, 0.012 again. The only one that's a little bit lower, it looks like, is the waist. Shocking, because normally it's the bracers that are the lower seller there. Yeah, even the boots here that share two other appearances have a higher sell rate. Then that's interesting. All right. Well, delighted. We got 3 of the unique chest piece here. We got 2 of these rip leggings. I was really surprised that they were only 500 gold on my server, but you know what? My server normally is so expensive. I'm okay with it. Now, I was really excited to get 3 of the Bloodscale Leggards here. They do share an appearance with Firemane, but I feel like Firemane is just as expensive, if not more. We can take a quick peek. So 153K here. So to get the appearance from something else kind of is a great deal. But they have a fantastic sell rate too, which is why I'm so excited to have three of them. Um, 33K region market value, 0.08 sell rate. I think that's probably going to be the highest that we have out of our bags here. And we did get some of the other pieces as well. It looks like only the shoulders here share a sell rate, and somebody on my server is absolutely manipulating the price there. I don't know why they're posting it for 2.4 mil, but it is what it is, right? We'll fix that price. But the rest of them are great as well. 0.05 on that, 6.8K region market value. Bloodscale is just a fantastic set to have up on the auction house. So is Bone Chewer. And then next up we have Grimscale. And I was looking through these. I remember in the past I'd always heard people talking about Grimscale and how wonderful it is. Interestingly enough, I think only out of the pieces we received, I shouldn't say all of it because we don't have that in front of us. Out of the pieces we received though, only the Grimscale pauldrons are unique. And they don't have that great of a sell rate either. That's 0.012 in comparison to the 0.08 from the Bloodscale Leggards. So the Grimscale Pauldrons are 15K region market value. On my server, they're at 46K, which is a little bit high for them. And then everything else is, just it shares an appearance. The Leggards in particular are awful. Look at that. They share so many appearances. So I'm really thinking I'm just going to have success with these pauldrons here, and then everything else is just going to be like, if it sells, fantastic. Next up, I got 3 of these. I really don't think that they're going to sell for this 120K market value that I have, or this min buyout. The region market value for these is 80K. And like I said, 3 of them, and they are not unique. So I'm really surprised by that price on them. But I got 2 of them within a set of 10 runs. I think within like one after the other. Like it was absolutely ridiculous. And I thought that like for a moment that they just were like dropping again, like to a ridiculous amount, and who knows? I'm surprised that I got so many of them in such a short period of time. Next up, we have another one where it shares so many appearances. It is the Boots of the Decimator. 10K region market value. Again, a low sell rate, just like these ones here, the Leggards of Concentrated Darkness. Not feeling too great about selling either of those. I mean, I'll post them. We'll see if they sell. Next up, again, Cloak of Entropy. Not excited about this one either. Only 5K region market, but it's 20K on my server. So all of these blues that I got, I'm pretty sure everything except these 2 weapons. Everything else is just like it shares an appearance. It has kind of a low sell rate. We'll see if they sell. I'm more excited about the patterns that I got. And then, of course, the blood scale that we got. And then we got some unique weapons that we'll go over in just a moment. So next up is the Fist of Reckoning. I am excited about this one. It is unique. 5K region market value, 25K on my server. We'll see how well it does with that price there. Next up is Axe of Legion. It is 9.5K region market value, 0.008. So that one is very cool. I love the flames around that weapon. And then that's our Fist of Reckoning. So it has a black fog. I'm sure that there's the right word for it, and I'm just not finding it. I pulled these out of our group of weapons down here because while these are not unique, they have such a high sell rate. And so I was wondering why until I got to the weapon appearance here, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So I have 2 of these war scythes here. Like I said, they are not unique. 0.008 sell rate there, 80K region market, and then they're double the price on my server. So again, a little high over here. We'll see if it sells. And then I just have some generic greens that I thought might sell nicely. 0.01, 0.04 for these Dark Crest. I don't think these ones are unique, but they don't have a really good sell rate. We got a couple cloaks like the Hellfire cloak, 0.014. I was just delighted, regardless of it being a little bit less expensive, it did have a nice sell rate and it's unique with the 0.014 there. 0.018 for these boots. Again, I don't think I'm going to keep this cloak here. It is unique. I was kind of hesitant on it. It has a region market value of 4.2k, so that I think that's what made me hesitate so much because it's only 500 gold over here. And then, like I said, just a couple of other generic greens that like aren't bad, but they weren't part of like a huge set that I wanted to showcase. And at the bottom here, we had a bunch of weapons that I thought would be nice to post to the auction house. They are unique. They don't have fantastic sell rates, but again, I'm like, if it's unique, I'm going to post it. We'll see. So like this one here is pretty nice. We got 3 of them. The battle axe here, 0.016 with a region market of 5.5k. Let's see, 0.03 for the staff here. I think that's going to take me a while to sell, 10k region market value. Some of these other ones, like this one here, it doesn't look that great. So not really expected. Like it's only 500 gold on my server. This bone club. Shining mace. It really is not shining. I think they lied to us. That has a really low sell rate. All right. A Knight's War Axe, 0.006, 7.7k. Again, I just kept it because it was, oh, it's not even unique. I was going to say it's unique. It's hard to determine sometimes. Like that looks like it's been removed, but I've collected it. So maybe that is unique. Next up, we have the Sketis Curved Blade here, 3.8k with a 0.018 sell rate. So I like this one. It is pretty unique in comparison to just your generic like gray items there. And then this one I did want to talk about. This is the little dandelion. It is unique. It seems like it always has a really, really high sell rate. But personally, I don't think I've ever had a sale on it. Like I always get them and I'm excited to get them because they're just, you know, the region market value is pretty high up there, right? And I do like, for me, I'm like, oh, cool, a dandelion. That's pretty neat, right? It doesn't really go with my transmog here. But again, I've really never seen them sell. Please let me know if you have seen them sell. I would be very interested to know. And then finally, we just have this unyielding helm, which I might even just end up vendoring. It's so cheap on my server, but it has a region market value of 4k, but really low sell rate. Overall, though, really fantastic here. I was very excited to receive all of these patterns up here. I really had never considered Ramparts as a good place to get patterns. So I was excited to see this tailoring pattern drop. Really excited for the Bloodscale Laggards as well. I think that's going to really add a nice amount to my auction house listings. Same with all of these unique weapons. We'll see what sells first out of them. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see who does better, I guess. Check out Octoberly's video. Let's see how she does in comparison. I know she got, like I said at the very beginning of the video, I know that she got 2 blue weapons that I was very jealous about. They're fantastic sellers, so I was a little bit sad about that. Maybe in our next 100 runs. But we'll see. And let me know in the comments, what do you think about having the 2 videos to compare to? I know I only do my 100 runs at a time, but I really, really like having somebody else there to like have the comparison of the loot. So you can see like, hey, did I just get really lucky in my 100 runs? Or is this place consistently this good, right? But yeah, let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.